Hey guys, Kristina Centnere here, founder of SocialCow, a digital marketing agency from New York as well as the beautiful Miami, which is where I am speaking to you now from. And today we are going to be going over how to squeeze the juice out of doing just one video. For most of our clients, it is a pain to do videos, at least at first, because they don't feel the most comfortable. So I'm sure that may be a pain for you, because most people don't like filming themselves, they don't like hearing themselves and all of that. So when you do that one video, you want to make sure you squeeze the juice out of it. And it is true what you've heard, video is the most engaged with media out there. So videos are so very important. So let's discuss how we can make the best out of it. Now, there's some very common things that you may have already thought of, but you may have not thought of putting them in as many places on that one platform as you could. So the number one platform that you could put it on, that you probably think of as soon as you hear video, is of course YouTube. Okay, so I'm not an artist, which is why I'm not teaching you guys art, so don't make fun of my writing over there, okay? So YouTube, now a lot of people just kind of plaster videos on there and they don't necessarily know what to do with them when they're putting them up on YouTube. So the number one thing is that you want to have an attractive title when you're putting them up. Some of the most searched terms that you may want to use in your title include how to, like the number one, why, so for instance, why this happens, or why our clients love, I don't know, rhinoplasty, whatever it may be. And 3 is top 5 ways to blah blah blah. Okay, so the same type of titles that you would want or you would use for a blog, you can use for a video title on YouTube. Why is YouTube so important? A lot of people don't understand. It's owned by Google, which you may know, but that also allows it to have one of the best search engine ranking powers. So just to tell you a quick story, and we do have somebody that we had done a podcast with about 4 years ago, and we had put one of their little videos as well as the podcast on our YouTube, another company that I'm a co-founder of. And to this day, even though it was 4 years ago that he did that podcast with us, to this day that video shows up first, or one of the first 3, when people search for his name in that area. So that's powerful right there. We don't keep optimizing his video, it's just there. Our YouTube has quite a few subscribers, but not like 1,000, maybe 150, and it's still generating that type of ranking for him. So it's something that everybody can go ahead and use as well. So YouTube. Second would be Facebook. So there are 2 ways that you can go ahead and use it, or there are more, but we'll discuss 2 ways. Number one is put it in your feed, just like you would with any other content. Now I caution you, just like with any other content, you don't want to just plaster that video on there, not write anything about it. Most people are not going to watch it. You want for it to have something attractive. And another thing is, especially if you're doing educational videos, something that's not going to pop out at people right away, you must have it transcribed, okay? And have the little captions in the actual video, because 97%, okay, 97%, hopefully none of you, 97% is actually of people are actually watching videos on mute. So if you don't have those captions, then guess what? 97, only 3% of people are actually watching what it is that you have to say. So make sure that you do get it transcribed. I suggest you just get somebody to do it. There are plenty of companies that do a great job of it, and put it on your feed. The second way, and one of the Facebook ad secrets is to put it into an ad. Now, you may have heard that video is one of the most engaged with media out there, and that it works really well on advertising because you can get, you know, as low as a penny per view for your videos, especially if you target it correctly. Now, one of the things that very few people will tell you is that you can actually retarget those views. So I'll give you an example. Let's say that in campaign number 1, which I'll just put C number 1, you are running a 2-minute video, okay? And you get 2,000 views, okay? So I'll put 2K over here. In campaign number 2, what I can do is retarget whoever watched, or serve my campaign number 2 ad to whoever watched a certain percentage of my campaign number 1 video. So I recommend is that you do at least 50%, or not, you know, you can go up to 95 or even 100%, but that really limits it. If you have like a 2-minute video in campaign number 1, keep in mind that if somebody watched half of that, which is 1 minute, it clearly means that they have some interest, right? Nobody, even an ad, nobody is watching a minute of your video if they're not interested enough in hearing what you have to say. So serving them a new ad to somebody who had listened to 50% of that, 50%, I'm going to read my own writing. 50% of that ad is stellar, right? Because now that somebody shows interest in that video, they're more likely to go ahead and buy whatever it is that you're selling. And that's not just theory, guys. Whenever we retarget ads, our cost per lead, in certain cases, almost half, right? But you have to run that initial campaign. There's really strategy to it. You can't just press the blue button and think that it's gonna work, but that's for another video. So what's another one? Facebook's daughter, Instagram. Now, Instagram is currently the most engaged with platform or social platform out there, okay? So there are a few things that Instagram allows. Number 1 is that it allows for 60 seconds or less to be put into your feed. Now, in the feed, you know, you get to use your hashtags and attract people that way if your video is 60 seconds or less, which in most cases, guys, that's all that people are willing to listen to. So make sure that you keep it down to that 60 seconds. However, one thing that we've discovered as well is that we get a lot of views from IGTV when we have longer videos. IGTV allows you up to an hour of video, or 60 minutes, I should say, up to an hour of video there to be uploaded to IGTV. Keep in mind that from your phone, you can only upload 10-minute videos on IGTV. If you go on your computer, this is the only time that Instagram will allow you to upload anything from your computer, and that's for IGTV. You can upload up to an hour. To be honest with you guys, the 10 minutes takes it for a long time to upload. So even if you have like anything that's above 5 minutes, I would try and upload it from your computer. Just save it to Dropbox, upload from the computer, and you're good to go. So let's review so far before I take it down. You have YouTube, so that's way number 1. And then Facebook has 2 ways, so that's 3 ways. Instagram has feed and IGTV. So far we found 5 ways for you to disperse your video. And keep in mind, it's not like either or. We suggest that you use all of these ways for one video. Really squeeze the juice out of your efforts and out of your marketing, okay? So let's say goodbye to this chicken scratch. If you guys didn't know, I was actually slated to be an anesthesiologist, hence the doctor writing. Now you know. So an unofficial number 4 will be vlogs. Okay, now most people are either comfortable with writing or video, and in some cases none at all, right? But if you are doing a video, chances are that you're probably less on the comfortable side of writing. So why not turn that video into a blog as well? So there's several ways you can do this, okay? Blogs, you can go ahead and have your video transcribed and include the video and the transcription itself. Don't do the transcription yourself. Spend the money to get somebody to do it, especially if your video is like over a minute long, guys. I don't know about you, I don't have the time or the patience to listen to myself and write it all down. So make sure that you just get somebody to do it. It's really affordable, and that way you get a blog out of it as well as the little captions, okay, that are necessary for Facebook and Instagram and so on, as we spoke about before. So blog. Number 5. Email. Now, there are 3 ways that you can use it in email. Number 1 is you can go ahead and send it in your monthly newsletter, right? So both MailChimp and Constant Contact, which are 2 of the most popular platforms for newsletters, is they have provisions for where you can put in the YouTube link, which you already put it on YouTube, right? YouTube link, and then it will create a little image of your video in there. People can click through and watch. Plus, you get a view on your YouTube, okay, and a possible subscriber. So see how it all works together? However, we are seeing more and more people getting or driving a higher engagement from simple text emails, okay? So simple text emails are more like the emails you and I would send to each other, just simple text emails, no like images, no structures, nothing like that. And we're seeing more and more people lean towards that. So just email simple. Now, how can you include a video into that? There's several ways. So you could still send it through MailChimp or Constant Contact, but you just literally use the simple format for it, and you can just include it as a link again to your YouTube channel, or if you're really pushing your Facebook or your Instagram TV, all of those can be found as links as well. But keep in mind, more people, sometimes Facebook will stop you from watching something if you're not a Facebook member. YouTube, anybody can watch it with a public link, so you might want to include that one. And the third one, which is a little tricky, but it's an awesome way to do it, is to include it in your email signature. Now I say it's tricky because not because it's hard to do, because you just go to your settings and include the link in your signature, but more so because not a lot of people really think about it. Not a lot of people update their signatures, and that's something that you can do anytime you have a new video or a new testimonial or whatever else it is that you are producing, a new ebook, for instance. So make sure that you don't leave that secret ingredient out. Think of how many emails you constantly respond to. Why would you not use the opportunity to promote your beautiful new video in your signature? You can just update it anytime you have a new video as well. And number 6, your own website, right? So it's important to have an educational side to your website. So maybe not every single video would necessarily go on there, but if you're creating educational videos like these, they don't even have to be, you know, formal. I don't have a camera crew here or anything, but these videos can go on your website and they can create value-added content for your visitors that you're working so hard to get onto your website anyway. So that's another way. And finally, LinkedIn. Don't forget about your friend LinkedIn. LinkedIn, since they've made it much easier to upload videos, they've actually given it more and more engagement drive, meaning that they're really pushing those videos out because they want for people to be able to upload them there as well. So there's a lot of engagement coming from LinkedIn. It's an awesome way to do that. Now, other than just putting it into your feed, remember you can also put it into LinkedIn articles. So just like you would create a blog here, you can create it in LinkedIn articles as well. Why would you do both? Two reasons. One, the blog, if it's, as it's on your website is only so optimized. Whereas LinkedIn is a huge brand, right? Their optimization is off the charts. So you are more likely to go ahead and see or have somebody see your article or your video on LinkedIn than just your blog website. I'm going to triple check right now if I didn't miss anything, because there are quite a few ways. Covered it all. So guys, there are 7 big ways, but as you can see in the middle, there are a few more. So just to go through it again, we got YouTube, got Facebook, got Instagram, got your blog, got your email, website, as well as LinkedIn. So that's just 7 ways that I could think off the top of my head of how you can squeeze the juice out of that one video that you worked so hard on. So thank you guys. Again, my name is Kristina Centnere, founder of SocialCow, a friendly digital marketing agency out of New York and Miami, and I will see you next time. Have an awesome day.